I'm probably one of the few fans of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes film, which came out in 2001. While the movie financially made enough money, the filmmakers and studio never bothered to follow up with a sequel as the film wasn't well regarded by the fans of the previous 5 ape films. I never understood the hate for this movie. I've always found it fun and exciting to sit through. I do love the original, even its underrated sequel, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. After that, I never cared for the other 3 ape sequels. Even the recent reboots, while the CGI and Andy Serkis' performance is great, as well as the action in the second film, Dawn, the movies just have this bland, colourless and forgettable look to them. War of the Planet of the Apes is easily the worst of the 3, as it was misadvertised as a war film. It ends up being overlong and boring. What I like about the 2001's remake is the story, the fact that it's set on another planet and the twists in the plot. Like Mark Wahlberg's character being responsible for what happened to all of his fellow colleagues and apes. Like how he travels through time at a later point where the 2 species are at a different midway point in evolution, with the apes being real smart and have progressed into a middle-aged society, while all the men are de-evolving into a more caveman society. The makeup effects and the actors who portray the apes are all convincing. Tim Roth plays a real scary villain as Thade. Mark Wahlberg comes across as a bland lead, doesn't have the charismatic performance as Charlton Heston. The character Davison doesn't stand out at all as a hero. He just wants to get out of the nightmare situation he's found himself in. Maybe back in 2001, a lot of people found this a real lackluster remake. But compared to so many awful, shitty remakes that have been out in the last decade alone, Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes doesn't come across as that bad. The video quality on the Blu-ray is an alright transfer. The picture is a bit soft sometimes. Black levels could be a little stronger in the dark nighttime scenes, but it has enough colour and depth to make it easy to watch on the eyes. Audio. The Blu-ray audio gets a terrific DTS HD lossless track, which constantly engage my surround sound system.
But for you, I'll make an exception. Hey, no harm done.
As soon as you press play, the movie's DTS HD track hooks you in from the very start. With Danny Elfman's bombastic and menacing score, it envelopes all around you. The movie's explosions, fights, and apes screaming constantly come through perfectly clear. One of the highlights for the surround sound is when Mark Wahlberg's spaceboard crashes onto the planet. Extras. The only extra on the Blu-ray is a Tim Burton commentary track labelled as an Easter egg, or a chimp commentary track. Tim Burton seems like a weird guy, but he's very straightforward on the commentary. Engaging and informative, Burton often ends his sentences with saying, you know. It's a major disappointment that the studio didn't bother to port over the extra features on the DVD to the Blu-ray. It would have been nice to see a making of and any deleted scenes. Tim Burton did mention that there were some deleted character developments from the film on the commentary track. Overall, the Blu-ray picture is fine and the DTS HD track is a perfect surround sound mix. Tim Burton's commentary track makes up for the lack of features. If you have the special edition DVD and are not too fussed on the film, you might as well just stick with it. But if you like the film, the Blu-ray's video and especially the terrific audio is worth the upgrade. Thanks for listening.